Happy Devils Thursday. This is the Woo Report. The Woo Report. Morning Woo edition. Back in action. Coming to you live from the Primetime Radio studios inside the bunker in an undisclosed location in beautiful New Jersey. Streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, X Live, and Twitch on the Let's Go Devils Network. Titled Stadium Series jerseys to be revealed today. It's finally going to happen. We've been waiting so long. It seemed like it was, 15 years ago when they announced this Stadium Series game at MetLife Stadium, February 17th. By the way, if you haven't heard yet, the Let's Go Devils podcast, pucksandpitchforks.com, and we've partnered up with American Whiskey. We are bringing the big stage at MetLife Stadium parking lot, February 17th. We don't know the details yet. We don't know where we're going to be parked. But we do know that you can go to joinourcrew.com. Again, it's joinourcrew.com. Sign up for the latest updates and information of where we're going to be for the outdoor game, because we're going to have live podcasts. We're going to have music, live music. Scotty of SiriusXM, Liquid Metal. Yes, that's Scotty from Devils After Dark. He will be spinning the records, playing music as if he was in the SiriusXM Los Angeles studios. And also, I've got my playlist from my 2006 iPod going back in time at the Meadowlands. And it's bringing up old memories. And I forgot. I was talking to Trudy the other day. Yes, Trudy, Devils fan club president. And we were just reminiscing of old times at the Meadowlands. The stuff we used to do in the parking lot. And we were just reminiscing, Trudy and I. And then I realized, holy crap, I've got box full of VHS tapes and some digital videos back in those days that I haven't seen yet. So I'm going to find it. I have to find it. I would love to put some of this stuff online, what we used to do in the parking lot before games, because if you were a full season ticket holder like I was since the year 2000, every game was a tailgate. You get there, back in those days, if you get there before 4 p.m., you parked for free, because they did not put down the fence for the gates, and you could actually park for free. As soon as 4 o'clock hits, then you got to pay, $10, $20 parking back in those days. And every game was a tailgate. I mean, you could go to, outside restaurants nearby on Patterson Plank Road near the Meadowlands. One time, my friend and I got there so early, we were starving. So we started walking around. And we started walking through the Meadowlands. It's like where, in the show The Sopranos, that's where they would, bury people. So we're walking through the Meadowlands, like this random dirt road. And then we found a driving range, and then we found this place. I don't think it's still in business. A place called the River Barge. And we walked in. It was a great restaurant. It was next to the river and all that kind of stuff with the Meadowlands. So just brought back old memories of where we used to walk. And, then there was, which now is Reds Yeah, not Red's Beer Garden, but the original Red's off of Patterson Plank Road. Before that, it used to be, I think, a go-go bar. I think it was called the Halfway House. I remember commuting to New York for work, and then my friend and I would take the bus from the terminal near Penn Station, the bus terminal, and we take a bus, and they literally dropped you in the middle of Patterson Plank Road, and we would have to go over guardrails just to get to the other side so we could walk to the Meadowlands. It was pretty interesting times. I see people filing in the YouTube Live. I see Ted make winning memories. No, it's make winning memories together, one crew at a time. You got to have that together because once you have a lot of people in your crew, it's more fun that way. Max says, I need that positive morning woo energy. I love it. Thank you, Max. Select a boy chiming in as it's a Happy Devils Thursday because of the jersey reveal. So speculation of the jerseys, what color, all that. You know what I'm going to say? This is what I'm going to say. Tom Fitzgerald, according to Scotty, Tom Fitzgerald said that you can read the numbers. So they're going to have bigger numbers because it is an outdoor game, bigger numbers on the jerseys, and it'll stand out. So I'm thinking that the Devils will go black with white lettering. So you have the contrast, and it's going to have a red outline. That's what I think. I could be wrong. I think the jersey is going to be cool. I think it's going to be simplistic. I think it's going to be awesome. Hopefully the NHL doesn't screw this one up because all the hype over it. Jerome D'Angelo says, welcome to the podcast. Devils goalie has to wear the knit beanie with ball on top over their helmet. Yes, love that. It has that outdoor nostalgia feel. Yeah, maybe I'll wear my Marty Brodeur gear to the game. Can you imagine that? No, that's not going to happen. Sorry. We already got the big tailgate. I don't need more stuff. But Sam, we have to worry about not only the NHL messing up, but Fanatics too. You may be right. Again, a lot of this stuff is over commercialized now. It's a little bit of I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't look phony. Nobody likes phony. Nobody likes the over-the-top, odd, whatever. Except for me. I like stuff like that. I like outside-the-box thinking. That's just my personality. Hence, my tweets are usually outside the box that nobody agrees with. As I was telling Nick Filano last night, no, I make statements because you'll thank me later when they all come true. All right, so Stadium Series jerseys to be revealed. I will try. I will bring my equipment to work. So once they're revealed, I'll do another Woo report. We'll discuss. I'll get my gear set for that. It's hard doing this podcast sometimes. Sometimes I'm in meetings, but you know what? You do it for the team. You do it for the fans. But I really can't wait for that outdoor game. Because just being back at the Meadowlands, sometimes I wish that we had one more game at the old Continental Airlines Arena or Brendan Byrne Arena, now Izod. Is it Izod now or is it Meadowlands Arena? Regardless, I'll tell you, I enjoyed my time at the Meadowlands. It was like a second home to me. It was basically my dump. Ralph says Sam does it for the Woo Bucks. What for the Woo Bucks? Ralph. Yeah, so if you haven't yet, joinourcrew.com. You got the QR code on the left-hand side of the screen. JoinOurCrew.com. The latest updates. We partnered up with American Whiskey. We're bringing our Ant Crew brew. Put 2 to 2 together. It's going to be magic. We want you to be part of it. Bring your tailgate over to us. Bring your friends, family. Let's see here. Thank you, Ralph. The podcast. Sam, did you see that Jack said if he feels good enough, he may play in the All-Star game? You know what? I think he plays. I just don't think right now that the Devils want to have any kind of expectations. You know, you want to set the expectations low and over-deliver. I think he's going to play. How can you not? Jack Hughes is a driven player. He wants to be part of that hoopla. Let it be. Just the Kachuk brothers, leave them alone. Emerson says, regarding the roster issues, it's time to bring in your boy, Phil Kessel. Hey, I'm open to anything. I am open to anything. I would love to get more beef, some attitude on this team, some toughness. They're going to have to grind it out. Glad to see Andre Palat back in the lineup. Jerome says, why not have an off-white jersey with red shoulders and green pants? Not a bad look. Meow, meow. Not a bad look. Harris says, Kessel definitely brings the beefalytics. Yes, you know, there's the renewed Chico Eats segments at the arena because, you know, the Devils got a new vendor for the food, and some of the reviews on the food says it sucks. So what better way to change the narrative by having Chico Eats to help drive up sales of food inside that arena? Anyway, beefalytics. I'm all about the beefalytics. Chico and Kessel Eats. Phil Kessel. You know, they're still showing my arena photo on the Jumbotron. It was a picture that Shorts Guy and I took, and I put it on Twitter, and somehow one of you fans submitted it to the Prue Center picks or whatever, Prue picks, and they show it every game. They show it every game. The chicken tenders. I didn't know. I had no idea. Wasted Youth Comics and Action Figures. Watching from work here in Cape Breton, Nova Scotia. Morning, Sam Wu. Happy Devils Thursday to you. Great to see you're watching from Nova Scotia. This summer, I would like to travel. I have to talk to Mrs. Wu about this. Renewed the passport a couple years ago during COVID. We'll never take it for granted. You could give me all the money in the world, all the stuff in the world. You can give me 5 Stanley Cups, but nothing beats traveling and going to other places. I would love to go to Nova Scotia, but that's not what this podcast is about. It's about the Stadium Series jerseys to be revealed. Also, it could be a quadruple header Thursday because once the Stadium Series jerseys are revealed, I'll try to do a Woo report. But also, we got Game Day Live and Devils After Dark after the game. Tons of podcasts, tons of actions, tons of things to talk about. Yesterday on the State of the Fan Address presented by pucksandpitchforks.com, we took on a serious issue of course, yesterday's news about the 5 players turning themselves in and the leave of absence, all that. We will keep you informed as news breaks as well. And it's tough to transition back to hockey. And that's going to be kind of a thing hanging over our heads. But, right now we're going to try to move forward with it. But our next podcast will be the jerseys revealed. What are your thoughts? Get rapid reaction today. And then we'll have Game Day Live at 6 p.m. Eastern and Devils After Dark after the game. Big game tonight against the Carolina Hurricanes. Devils are going to have a big challenge here. You want to move up in the standings. And nice comeback victory against the Vegas Golden Knights. Vitek Vanacek somehow is piling up the wins. But that's okay. I'd rather have wins than goals against average being better. Harris says, I'm going to the Stadium Series game. Got tickets before they announced the size. I got downstairs in the Flyers fans section. I didn't know that there were sides. I forget. You know what? Hopefully I'm not in, Flyers territory. They eat scrapple in Philadelphia. That's disgusting. That's like the New Jersey Turnpike of meats. Turnpike South is how you get to Philadelphia. Let's see here. I'll have a sign that says, don't kill me. I'm a nice person. I'm going to hold up a sign that says, I hate everything about Philly except for Bill Clement. I'm going to make up that sign. And by the way, as we bring the big stage to the Meadowlands, it's going to be like a college game day atmosphere. Make some homemade signs. Keep it clean, of course. Make some homemade signs like, I love Paul Marino's pocket cookies, which, by the way, Paul Marino will be giving out cookies from his pockets at our tailgate. Possibly other family members of the team may be there, possibly. We could have some special guests up on the big stage as well. Yeah, if you remember our big stage at American Whiskey, well, we've got a big stage at MetLife Stadium parking lot as if like you were pre-gaming in Newark, but just on the Meadowlands MetLife Stadium parking lot. Yeah. Scrapple. That's what they eat in Philadelphia. And then the accent, oh, I'm going to go home and talk on the phone and go to Wawa. You know how they talk in Philly. At work, sometimes I talk to people down there, and I can't even understand what they're saying over the phone. Harris says, what time is the jersey announcement? Sometime today. I would assume it's going to be like maybe between 9 to 11. I don't know. Yes, like I was saying, South Philadelphia, born and raised on the ice where the Flyers spend most of their days catching L's. Ted says the scrapple is a Baltimore thing. No, I think it's a Pennsylvania Dutch thing, if I'm not mistaken. Marbles in their mouth. Yes, Ralph. That's exactly what it is. Like Paul Marino, the people up in Boston, they quack like ducks with their R's. Get in the car. Philadelphia is a great city. The only problem is it's filled with the people from Philly. It's very nice, Jerome. That's pretty funny. I hate everything about Philly except for Bill Clement. Bill Clement's a good friend of the podcast. Former Philadelphia Flyer, 2-time Stanley Cup champion, good friend of mine, one of my best friends. Love the guy. And I remember holding up that sign once, and he thought it was pretty funny. So I'll hold it up at our big tailgate as well. You bring your signs as well. For more information, joinourcrew.com. Joinourcrew.com. Sign up. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel at Let's Go Devils. Facebook at Let's Go Devils Podcast. Same with Twitch. And on Twitter or X at Let's Go Devils Pod. Again, at Let's Go Devils Pod. 15 characters or less. You know, I should talk to Elon Musk. Hey, can we up the characters on it? Because I pay good money for that. Anyway. Alrighty. Well, I guess I'm done now. I'm done. I'll see you sometime in the next few hours. Hopefully. I got to get out of here. What time is it? Oh, I'm going to be late for work. Anyway, going to hit the music. Thank you for all those tuning in. Keep it positive, folks. Keep it positive, all right? This is what I do. This is, I get killed on social media for being positive. Vitek Vanacek is going to be great. If he plays tonight, maybe it's Nico Dawes. Whose turn is it? I don't know. We shall find out on Game Day Live. And Max says, speaking about signs, hopefully the classless Carolina fans do not have any signs that are egregious tonight. Yeah, you know what? They're a bunch of losers in Carolina. All right? They're just blah. Besides, Raleigh, North Carolina is South Jersey. I've said this over and over and over. People leave New Jersey, not because they don't love the state, but because of high taxes. Maybe there's better opportunities for work in Raleigh, North Carolina. You got the pharmaceutical, whatever, but it's South Jersey, and that's what it is. Yeah, or Hartford Whalers South, says ANJ Devil 2. All right, getting out of here. I'm blabbing right now. I'm going to get myself in trouble. I'm probably going to get a text from Mrs. Wu to hurry up. Your car is blocking my car in the driveway. Yeah. All righty. The big reveal. Will you be disappointed or will you be proud of what they've done? Will you be buying it? Even though they're going to gouge you, will you be buying the new Stadium Series jerseys? We'll find out. Till next time, this is the Woo Report. Let's go Devils.